Hello, I am Andrea of eXpertModel staff. In this short video, I will show you how to best fit our shock and how to make their perfect loading. This is the box of the new shock VIRUS31. Let's open this box. Inside there are two packages. One containing the biggest parts. Now, let's remove the components of the second shock. The second envelope contains the smaller parts. Also, in this case, we take away the components that belong to the second shock. Let's prepare the top cap. First of all, we have to take the diameter larger O-ring, that is the thinner too, and then place it into this groove. Before placing the O-ring, we have to check if there are any debris, and then let's place it in this way. Now take the blue sponge. This is an optional component that anyone who wants can put. In this case, it has to be placed here. Now take the diaphragm. Place it in the exact way inside the groove. Make sure that it sits properly in its location. At this point, the top part of the shock absorber is ready. Now take the inner case. Let's check again that there are no debris in the holes, and let's screw the cap on the case using hands and strongly all the way, but just using hands. The upper part now is ready. Now let's prepare the bottom part. Take the shaft and prepare the package O-rings. Insert the first O-ring in this way, then the spacer, the other O-ring and the second spacer. This has a verse, you can see, and obviously the larger part of the spacer goes towards the O-ring. Now, before to put everything in the outer case of the shock, lubricate the O-ring using some oil. At this moment, take the O-ring and place it here in this way. Now, take the lower cap and screw. Now, let's place the piston. First of all, we have to insert the Titan nut. Then, put the piston with the larger part upward in this way. Then, put a drop of Loctite medium strength and go on screwing the little Titan nut. Now, tighten the piston helping with the pliers. Tightly, but not too strongly. We need to check that the groove does not protrude from the nut but remains flush with the same nut. In this way, the lower part is ready. Now, let's prepare the collar with its O-ring. Let's check that no debris are in the internal part and insert the O-ring. Now, take the outer case and screw. This is the adapter. There are two in the box. Use the one that best adapts to your buggy. Here is the adjustment pin that we have already prepared with the ring. Now, let's see how to load the VIRUS shock absorber. Take the breather pipe supplied and insert it on the top cap. Take the outer case that we have just finished assembling and fill it with oil to the brim. Move just a little the shaft to release the air inside. Once the air inside is completely gone out, take the upper part, leaning it and making it go down slowly inside the case. Once the parts are touching, we have to screw, but always keeping the shock tilted with the pipe on the top upward. Remember that when tighten the top cap, not to tighten too much, otherwise the O-ring that makes the seal will tend to leave its location. See how the oil with air come out from the top of the breather pipe. At this point, we do up and down a couple of times to let out all the air. The shock is ready to be closed. Now we have to choose our favorite rebound. For a full rebound, leave the shaft completely out before putting the adjustment pin. We recommend to raise the shaft about 1 cm. Remove the breather pipe and place the adjustment pin. Screw tightly until the end. And then unscrew 2 complete laps to get the shock in the middle of the range. The shock is ready to be mounted on the model car. Now let's mount the shocks on the car. Remember that the shock must have the right play on the upper cap. Do not tighten to match the nut, otherwise the shock will not work. In this case, we have the setup of 4 complete opening turns of screw. See how the shock comes back very quickly. We are going to close by 2 complete turns of screw and we will have a shock that returns much more slowly. Further 2 closing turns of screw and we have the shock that now comes back really slowly. In this way, we can choose very quickly the degree of hardness of the suspension. Please note that for any other information you can visit our website eXpertModel.com.